right? And like, even though I only have a man on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker maybe in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves! Faker, what was that?
Utterly ruthless and without mercy, Zed is the leader of the Order of Shadow, an organization he created with the intent of militarizing Ionia's magical and martial traditions to drive out Noxian invaders. During the war, desperation led him to unlock the secret shadow form, a malevolent spirit magic as dangerous and corrupting as it is powerful. Zed has mastered all of these forbidden techniques to destroy anything he sees as a threat to his nation or his new order. Zed, the Master of Shadows, is a skilled ninja who wields a unique and deadly weapon known as the Living Shadow. He is a high-damage assassin-type champion, known for his ability to quickly burst down enemies. Zed's backstory revolves around his early training in the art of shadow magic under the guidance of the Kinku Order, a group of Ionia's ninja warriors who seek to maintain balance in the world. However, Zed became disillusioned with the Order's teachings and sought greater power through forbidden techniques. This led to a confrontation with the Kinku's leader, Shen, who was also Zed's childhood friend and rival. Zed eventually killed his former master, usurping control of the Order, and embraced the dark, destructive power of shadows. He formed a new group called the Order of the Shadow, which uses shadow magic for their own purposes. Zed's abilities center around his manipulation of shadows. His ultimate ability, Deathmark, allows him to mark an enemy champion and then teleport to them, dealing a significant amount of damage. He can also create a shadow clone of himself to confuse and damage enemies, making him a formidable assassin in the right hands. Strengths: Zed can catch enemies unaware with his Living Shadow. The Shadow Slash and Razor Shuriken combo, especially when the enemy is busy last hitting a minion, deals a significant amount of damage and can force the enemy to play defensively. His Living Shadow allows him to escape from sticky situations and ganks with ease. It also enables him to set up kills for himself once he has managed to poke his enemy down. His passive allows him to finish off low health enemies effortlessly. When combined with his Living Shadow, he becomes a really strong roamer who can camp lanes with squishy targets. His weakness is that once he uses his Living Shadow offensively, he won't have any other form of escape left. This leaves him vulnerable to ganks and baits from the enemy team. His ultimate Deathmark does no bonus damage to an enemy target if he misses his abilities on them or if his entire damage is absorbed by a shield. It becomes challenging for him to secure kills later in the game due to every enemy building defensive items and peeling for their carries. Team fights are not his forte, so he has to resort to split pushing, which can leave the enemy team at a numbers advantage. Zed's gameplay has made him a popular and iconic champion in League of Legends, and he is often chosen by players who enjoy high-risk, high-reward playstyles. However, in the late game, he will have a lot of difficulty taking enemies down. This is because enemies will buy defensive items. Nonetheless, against squishier targets caught out alone, he will burst them down quickly. So, never underestimate Zed, or you'll end up looking like sushi. That's all for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments section if you've ever banned Zed. And one more thing, keep in mind not to stay close to shadows.